My name is Tom Gaudioso. I live in Meriden, Connecticut, and I'm from New Haven, Connecticut, originally.
Cool.
So here at Common Ground, I work as the Green Jobs Corps coordinator. The Green Jobs Corps is a program. It's a paid environmental internship and leadership development program. In other words, it helps. So I pair students up with jobs on campus and in local organizations, and the goal is that for a lot of them this is their first job, so the goal is to kind of set that foundation of this is what the expectations are going to be down the road, and to kind of show them what they're going to expect. So my role in it is preparing young people for when they actually get quote unquote a real job later that's going to support them in their living. I think the special thing about Green Jobs, it's special in a few ways. So in one way, there's 15-year-olds and students who have just turned 16 that are getting jobs where they can't really get jobs out there if they're 15 or 16. So that's one part of it. And the second part is that, yeah, you can apply to a part-time job somewhere and get paid and have the experience, but your supervisors most likely aren't trying to build you as, build your character, build you up as, a member of the community. They're not trying to mold students. They're trying to get the best work out of them that they can now, and they're seeing the bottom line, what's good for their business.
Right.
So they don't have this youth development mindset. So with Green Jobs, it's in the school. There's teachers and staff supporting them. We follow them all 4 years. We follow them a year after they graduate to make sure they've transitioned successfully. So there's a lot of wraparound supports that they're getting in Green Jobs that they aren't getting if they apply to, a business part-time somewhere else. I think the difficulty in running a program like this is that businesses, especially for-profit businesses, don't see the value in molding youth into successful adults. They don't see that end game down the road. They just see it as, oh, do you want me to take a student on and do the work, and okay, it's free labor, okay, fine, we'll do it. Or the other side is, no, I don't want to deal with supervising a 15-year-old inner city kid. So that's one thing that's kind of lacking is like a community buy-in to this. The people that are in these organizations know the value of it already, who are in schools and employment, workforce development agencies and all the nonprofits. They know the value, but there's this whole sector that kind of is blind to it. And so the whole thing about we spend more money on incarceration versus education, that's telling of where we have our priorities. Basically, we don't spend enough time in the intervention stage and help building up youth and seeing their potential. We just see that we wait till they mess up and then incarcerate them. We don't spend enough time in the beginning stages. Building trust is really important with youth. If students can see right through people. They're a lot more aware than people give them credit for as far as people's attitudes and what their intentions are. So if you show them that you're really dedicated to them and you're in this for them, they'll buy into you. And it sounds simple, but that it takes a while for some students to trust people because for whatever reason they've had bad experiences in the past, or they're just not inherently trusting people. If you show them that your time is for you guys, like you're working for them, then that's like 75% of everything, you know, like once you establish that relationship, then walls start to break down. So you figure out what motivates them once those walls are broken down. The Green Jobs Corps took a field trip to Casius. We had about 9 or 10 students there. They happened to get broken into the night before, and the owner, Jason from Casius, the news crew came and kind of covered the story, and he was saying, you know, you guys shouldn't be covering this story. It's just a minor break-in. We have a group coming later on from Common Ground learning about food careers and like food in New Haven and kind of and that kind of thing. So wouldn't it be a more positive thing if you came and covered that instead of a break-in? You know, if we can kind of bring the positive things to light, kids can see that there are good things going on and kind of attach to that instead of attaching to all the violence and the negative stuff. The negative stuff is going to happen, but it's like all how much you pay attention to it and promote it. So bringing the good stuff up is important.